Whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on here? There's like battleships, people skydiving, helicopters. What the stakes are higher, huh? Oh! So he has two different colored eyes, and he does have his memories. He does have his Hajime memories. I'm guessing that one time when he said this is boring. You know what? Never mind. I'm just gonna keep that thought to myself. That's just a stupid thing to bring out there. Okay, so he is normal. See that Naegi managed to get his way out of the building and all. I love that shot of when Naegi looked forward and then we saw Hajime look. Oh, that is beautiful. Want to see our two protagonists meet. For real this time. This isn't the crossover I hoped for. I want them to both say Sori Wachigayo at the same darn time. So we see Byakuya, Hagakure, and Asahina, and Byakuya says Asahina worried about Naegi, and Byakuya said that he already sent half his men with Naegi. We see Naegi heading toward, I guess he's headed towards the actual building. And then we get a shot. Oh, beautiful. Ah, that was a beautiful silhouette right there. Okay, so Komeda being here basically explains that everyone woke up. They're not in a coma. That's what everyone thought. They were in a coma, but no, everyone's woken up, or they were waking up and they were in a coma. Whatever. And Nagito has on his Danganronpa 2 jacket. That's beautiful, but it's kind of ripped. Whatever. He also has a robotic hand. Where'd that come from? I love that line when he said we're back. Feels as though that's supposed to symbolize something else as well. Oh, so the 77th class were here a lot longer than we thought. They saved Byakuya and Hagakure from the rubble when they got buried from the building. Huh. They were here a lot longer than we thought. I noticed that Byakuya also said that Izuru Kamakura's abilities are incredible, which means I'm guessing Hajime is still Hajime, but he has Izuru Kamakura's abilities or something like that. We see Ultimate Imposter roll and he's impersonating Munakata. That's fun. We see Peko fighting this disc throwing guy. Peko defeats him and Fuyuhiko walks up. Yay! Do they still have their memories from when they were inside the Neo World program? If they do, he must be the happiest child on this planet. Fuyuhiko. Talk about Fuyuhiko. Oh, and then we see Gundam and he's fighting a guy who also uses animals as a ability weapon thing. I noticed that Gundam has, he still has his regular hairstyle from Despair Arc. I thought he'd have his hairstyle from Danganronpa 2. If he still has a hairstyle from Despair Arc, where did Danganronpa 2 hairstyle come from? We go to Nekomaru and he's fighting a huge mech robot. That's funny because he was whatever. He was a robot in the game at some point. And then we see Soda and he's controlling an army of mini Marus. It's beautiful. Not only one, but many. Huh. That was the first. Sonya actually, acknowledged and appreciated the work that Soda did. Huh. Never seen that. Quite the change. Christ. Akane fights like she's fucking Luffy or something. Oh, and Teru was there. What? The day has come where Hiyoko actually appreciates the work Mikan did? This is overwhelming for me. Oh yes, here we are, wife. I kind of don't like, I didn't really like Ibuki's Despair Arc outfit. I'm more decided her Danganronpa 2 outfit. Her could have used her uniform in Danganronpa 2. This is way better. Maharu, get out of here, you're still useless. And then we go to Hajime, and he is approached by 5 strong, whatever they are, guys. I'm guessing with his Izuru Kamakura abilities, he is going to obliterate these people. Wait, does Hajime have both personalities inside of him? Because earlier in the episode, he seemed pretty Hajime-like, but when he said step aside right there, his face looked a lot like Izuru Kamakura, and he sounded like Izuru Kamakura. So I'm guessing he can more so activate Izuru Kamakura, unlike Toko, who needs a taser gun. I guess he could just kind of do it at will. I guess Hajime did destroy those guys. Did he just bust through the wall? Or, I mean, the door? Why is everyone calling him Izuru Kamakura when that's clearly Hajime? But then again, I guess a lot of people don't know Hajime. They more so know Izuru. And in Ryota's case, he has met Izuru. I don't think he ever met him as Hajime, though. So being approached by Izuru Hajime here, I guess he would be a little startled. And then the entire 77th class comes in after Ryota gets kind of scared and startled. Yay! The entire 77th class that Ryota never met. I mean, thinking about it right now, he's never went to class, right? He's never met them, has he? The only one he would know is Mikan and Ultimate Imposter. Yeah, Hajime, you tell him. Really shows the difference between Makoto and Hajime. Thanks to Makoto, he nearly got the entire world to be hypnotized. But thanks to Hajime, he's getting closer and closer to stopping this idiot. Aww. Hajime starts talking about Chiaki. Can we all thank Chiaki? Thanks to her, we've made it this far. Oh, there we go. Gundam has his Danganronpa 2 hairstyle. There it is. That's the familiar boy I'm familiar with. Whatever. I'm sorry guys, but I noticed a little thing. The timer only has 2 minutes left. You guys are here chit-chatting. Besides that, why is Ultimate Imposter impersonating Ryota right now? Wasn't he just Mudokata? Heck, before that, wasn't he Byakuya? Are my eyes deceiving me? Is the world outside the window turning back to normal? I mean, with Kazuichi being normal again, wasn't there like a machine he made that Junko told him to make that made the world, like the sky red and the world polluted? I guess with him being normal now, I guess he would turn that machine off and make everything unpolluted and the sky not red. And now it's taking effect. Oh, that's a nice little touch. I noticed that Sonya and Kazuichi were doing something, doing two of their. They were doing their sprites. Well, one of their sprites for each of them. This is what I call a happy ending, even though we're halfway through the episode. Hey, Nekomaru's doing one of his sprites too. Hey, Fuyuhiko's doing one of his sprites too. And Pekko's just kind of standing. You know, forget it. I think everyone's doing a sprite. Oh, come on. Everyone. Literally. Oh, even Komeda's doing one of his sprites. It's great because they're all in their Danganronpa 2 outfits, so doing these sprites is like, yeah, it's fitting. 5 seconds on the timer, and Ryota finally presses that darn cancel button. Meteorite cries, and we go outside the door, and we see Naegi there, and I guess he listened on everything that was going on. See, that's the interaction I want to see when Hajime walked past Naegi. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. It was kind of like a signal to each other, like, yeah, you did it. You did it too. I did better than you, but get off my face. That's why they're my favorite, man. Besides Ibuki. But wow, when I saw Naegi, when I saw Hajime walk past Naegi, wow. It's weird looking at Naegi now because he is just so small. And then the fated moment I didn't want to see happen. Okay, so he's still known as the Super High School level good luck. But Komeda says that his luck is equal, no, even greater than his. That is a lie. That is a pure lie. Komeda, you have the greatest luck of the lucks. Your luck is beyond anything ever created. Yes, that's right, Nekomaru and Akane. Take him away, please. So Naegi goes to Byakuya, and there's a video that's apparently been broadcast in Future Foundation, and we see it, and that's not fair. We brought hope to this world. There's hope. Everything's all good and dandy. What do you mean you're gonna die in a world of despair again? But aren't you guys normal? What happened? Oh, the video's fake because they didn't want people to think that the Future Foundation, you know, actually killed themselves, so they made the video to make it seem as though that the remnants of despair did it. Whew, gave me a little scare there. Okay, so everyone is literally back in their Danganronpa 2 designs. Even Ultimate Imposter, he's Byakuya again. Yeah, they're back on the ship. Hi, Chiaki! What the heck? Better be a hallucination there. She explains that an AI, her, was created when they all entered the Neo World program. I thought she was created before. I see. So Chiaki was created in the Neo World program because that's who they all wanted to see again. Oh. That is the other thing I was thinking, but whatever. Ah, yes, that lovely interaction between Hajime and Komeda, if you want to call it that. And then, hi, Mudakata, where'd you come from? Yes, Mudakata. Pretty sure Nagi knows he's going to be a hero. By the way, is it me or is Nagi's a Hoge a little small? What a hopeful speech there, Nagi. Until you hit me with that, oh yeah, Kirigiri's dead. Until Mikan came out of nowhere and said a little special thing. Thanks, Mikan, for letting us know. She gave us hope. Thanks, Mikan, for giving us hope. Whatever that medicine she just said, basically, does that tell me that Kirigiri's still alive? Mikan is the best character in this series. She said she found a person who used the bottle and she revived that person. My boy Kirigiri is alive! Let's go! And then, several months later, wow, that's a lot of hope. Why does Hagakure have another crystal ball? Who gave him another crystal ball? He's only going to break it again. Okay, so everyone is in their original outfits now. Asahita's in her Trigger Happy Havoc outfit. That's funny. Oh, hey Toko and Komaru, how you doing? Okay, before I even see it, I see Nagi sitting there. Let me guess. He's gonna lay his head down and sleep. Just like when we see him in the first game when he wakes up in that same room. Well, I'm guessing it's the same room. When he wakes up in a room in Holspeak Academy. But this time he's going asleep. That would be a good. Oh! Oh! Nagi made himself the headmaster of Holspeak Academy. Well then. Okay. Huh. Well, I guess that was it. Now I have to wait for Danganronpa V3 for more new Danganronpa stuff. That's a beautiful ending. Let's clap it up, guys. Let's clap it up. Kirigiri is alive. I'm guessing I don't think everyone's alive because I'm guessing only Kirigiri took that medicine. Don't want to get my hopes too high now. So everyone whose waifu is Kirigiri, including me, let's clap it up, guys. Let's celebrate. Let's just thank Nagi. He would technically be the Lord and Savior of this series, wouldn't? But seeing this ending kind of makes me think about the game. Like, I heard that there's not going to be anything related to the rest of the series and the game, in Danganronpa 3, the game, but now I'm thinking that's not going to be true. There's probably going to have to be some type of connection. At least some type of mentioning of what happened in the anime here. it's probably not any characters. Maybe that's what no characters from earlier series is going to be in 3 except for Monokuma. But with all of this hope back and the world's back to normal, how can the game happen? How can Danganronpa 3 the game happen? How did they let that happen? Maybe the mastermind is a student from Hope's Peak Academy. Because I'll say this again, from one of the earlier Danganronpa 3 trailers, I think at the very end we saw like a fuzz filtered screenshot of like someone from Hope's Peak Academy in a Hope's Peak Academy uniform, and they had their hands they were holding their hands together. But anyways, that's all the thoughts and stuff I have for now. That is a great ending to the anime series, to the previous 2 series all in all, except we still didn't get anything about Danganronpa 0. But hey, I am more than satisfied with what I got. And hopefully by the time Danganronpa 3 the game come out, I'll be able to be ready and my setup will be set up to record it, because I'm definitely going to find a way to do that. Because it's supposed to come, the game is supposed to come out in 2017, I remember, early 2017 for Japan. So we're probably going to get it in America and other locations. We're probably going to get it probably late 2017 or early 2018, or we'll get it earlier than expected, but whatever.